Welcome to Denver, Colorado at the Ball Arena Monster Jam, the Arena Championship Series West. I'm Scott Jordan alongside Lindsey Fulcher, and we kick things off with time racing. And up first, it is the legendary Darren Miguez piloting Jailbird. Jailbird goes wide on the turn, but ends up straightening it up on the lane. Now tries to switch it back in tight. Darren Miguez drifting around. A little trouble there trying to get Jailbird across the finish line. And Darren Miguez records a time of 12.355. Next up, Travis Mowry in Rockwell Red. Travis a little slow off the line, picks it up in the corner, now on the straightaway. Tries to break around the turn, slow is steady here in this time racing, gets it back across the pond. And Rockwell Red gets a time of 14.140. Jailbird remains your leader. Next up, Brandon Vinson in Gravedigger, the series points leader, now taking to the track. Incredible maneuver there, gets the turn in one fell swoop, doesn't lose any momentum, a little sideways up on the pod, but gets the time 10.110. And Brandon Vinson, Gravedigger, your new racing leader. Up next, representing Team Throttle Monster, David Olford in Jurassic Attack. And Jurassic Attack goes wide, almost past the chalk line, now having all kinds of problems getting the truck straight. And David Olford finally gets across the finish line. 12.099, not bad for the issues that David Olford had. Our next competitor in time racing, Tristan England in Earthshaker. Two-time Triple Threat Series champions, won a lot of races in his career in these arenas. Nice brake check, gets it around again, whips the back of the truck down, goes sideways across the ramp. 11.133, Gravedigger remains your leader. Next up in racing, the former Team Scream driver, Brad Allen, now behind the wheel of Nitro Menace. And Brad Allen gets a weird angle, almost goes into the wall, so he's got to slow it down on the chalk line. And now trying to make up for lost time here. Very, very wide. Brad Allen's got to straighten it up. Here, going to lose all kinds of time. Sideways across the finish line, 19.326. Next up, Bernard Lyght in Megalodon. Megalodon off to a great jump on the line. Gets a great turn, has to slow it down. Now final turn here for Bernard Lyght, whips it around, doesn't lose momentum, great move, switching it right into gear, and Megalodon 12.861. Our final competitor in time racing, Miranda Kozat in Scooby-Doo. Creeps around the turning box, doesn't hit it. And then now has to hit the brakes one more time, gets up over the finish line. So Scooby-Doo with a time of 13.696. That means our racing winner, Brandon Vinson and Gravedigger. Let's go down to Lindsey Fulcher.
Brandon, congratulations on yet another win here in racing, here in Denver. How fast do you think you were going?
Hey, we were out there ripping. My boy Blink and my crew chief, he put the hot tune in. We wanted to come out here and show off for you guys in the stands, man. Like I told you before, 40 years of Gravedigger. We're celebrating this year. It wouldn't be possible without each and every one of you fans in the stands that have been diehard fans since 1982. Bringing the kids out. Hey, we're keeping this legacy alive, Denver!
And this is just the beginning. We are coming up on the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. What's to expect from you and Gravedigger?
We're about to get wild, man. If you guys haven't seen two-wheel skills, it's insane. It's anything on two wheels. Everybody, every competitor out here is great at this competition, man. You guys are in for one heck of a show. Make some noise!
Take a look at the overall point standings here in Denver. Brandon Vinson gets 8 points for his racing win. Tristan England with 7. David Olford with 6. Darren Miguez 5. Bernard Lyght 4. Miranda Kozat 3. Travis Mowry with 2. And Brad Allen with 1. 3 more competitions remain. And up next, it's a Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. And first up, it is Travis Mowry in Rockwell Red. Now, fans in attendance here in Denver will be judging based on creativity, skill, and execution. And each driver had 2 attempts at their best maneuver on 2 wheels. There was a sky wheelie for Travis Mowry. And then one more sky wheelie on the same obstacle for Rockwell Red. Take a look at the super glue. Glued to the action replay. Comes off the log. Gets some nice air. Doesn't quite get the truck up vertical enough. 4.110 is the score. Our next competitor, Miranda Kozad, Scooby-Doo, single log. Tried for the sky wheelie and said sky Scooby-Doo across the pod. And then second attempt, more vertical base there for the truck. Slap wheelie combo across the pod as we take a look here at the super glue glued to the action replay. 5.123 is the score for Miranda Kozad. That puts her in the lead. Next up, Brad Owlett in Nitro Menace. He would try for a sky wheelie, gets more of a reverse popper, or gets more of a popper, and then up again trying for a sky wheelie one more time as we take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay. Gets across the log stack, 3.657, and then right here pops the back two tires up onto the pod. Next up, Bernard Lyght in Megalodon trying for a reverse stoppie. He gets it and then sends it across the pod with a wheelie. Great combo move. Second attempt. There's a big sky wheelie from Megalodon. Take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay off the single log. Gets a big time sky wheelie. Continues rotating the tires. 8.281. Your new leader is Megalodon. Next competitor, Darren Miguez in Jailbird. He tries for a sky wheelie, instead more of a popper. And then again coming across, gets a nice wheelie on the pod. 4.464 for Jailbird. David Olford in Jurassic Attack goes for a reverse stop. He doesn't get enough air for the front two tires to continue. And then a popper here, gets it great, and then into a stoppie, and now a moonwalk back up onto the pod. So a combo move for David Olford. 8.085 is the score for Jurassic Attack. Tristan England and Earthshaker. Big time popper, gets Earthshaker now into a nose wheelie and extends it across the track here at Ball Arena, moving the tires. That's crab walking at its finest. Continues to extend out, runs out of room. Now he's going to hit it into reverse and gets a moonwalk. Can he get it back over the pod? Yes, he does. And then pops the front two wheels up. And a great combo move for Tristan England. Second attempt, gets a popper again into the nose wheelie, catches it clean. Doesn't go out far this time. Instead, moonwalks it right back the ramp, gets the dip, and then sliding Earthshaker now back with another popper. What a move! Let's take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay. There is that popper, incredible, gets the wheelie, flips the truck, 9.619. Your new leader is Earthshaker. Brandon Vinson and Gravedigger now trying to take the lead, gets a great popper, tries for a moonwalk, and now a wheelie into another popper. So great combo there. And then again gets a popper onto a nose wheelie into a stoppie, and then now gliding Gravedigger back and forth across the pod. Finds a center lane, going to keep the truck still, try to turn the wheels a little bit to get down the pod, just on the lip. Backs off into a moonwalk, and look at the front end of that truck. And now he's just walking those front two BKTs across the pod. And finally moonwalks it back down and sets it on all fours. Take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay. Incredible control right on the lip of the pod. 9.281 is the score for Brandon Vinson. That means your winner in the Great Clips Two Wheel Skills Challenge is Earthshaker's Tristan England. And for that, we go back downstairs to Lindsay Fulcher with our winner.
Tristan adding 8 points to your score tonight. First of all, that was incredible. How in the world do you do something like that?
I've been doing it for so long, it's kind of like second nature now, but you guys were getting me hyped up. I kept telling you guys to bring your arms, get crazy. That's what I need to see. No kidding, Denver. If you guys thought that was cool, you ain't seen nothing yet from Earthshaker. I'm coming out here for freestyle. I don't care what that truck looks like. I just tore off that hood. I'm gonna tear the rest of the body off of this thing.
The crowd obviously loved it. I barely had to talk because they were cheering the entire time. I can see you've got a smile on your face. How great does it feel to hear them fully cheering?
It's hard, guys, to come out here and compete with that black and green wrecking machine. You guys love him so much. He's been around for 40 years, but this is my 6th year, and it's my year, baby. We're about to get wild. We're about to shake things up. Let's go, Denver!
We now take a look at our overall point standings after 2 competitions. Tristan England has now risen up to that #1 spot, tied with Brandon Vinson with 15 points, David Ofer with 11, Bernard Lyght with 10, Darren Miguez with 8, Miranda Kozad 7, Travis Mallory with 4, and Brad Allen with 2. Next up at the halfway point was a donut competition. Fans once again judging that are in attendance in Denver based on momentum, the number of revolutions, and skill. Miranda Kozad out first here in Scooby-Doo. She finds a nice lane on the far side of the track, and she continues to evolve that Scooby-Doo truck round and round and round. Great donut. 7.208 is the score for Miranda Kozad. Next up, David Olford in Jurassic Attack comes around, finds a nice center of gravity, gets that front right wheel up in the air, grabs the traction, and round and round and round goes Jurassic Attack. Score is in, 7.386. Your new leader in the donut competition is Jurassic Attack. Next up, Brad Allen, Nitro Menace. Comes in a slow roll, has the pod right in front of him, narrowly avoids it. Now trying to find a lane, something locked up in that front left wheel, and that is going to cause a short donut here for Brad Allen, 4.573. Travis Mallory and Rockwell Red trying to get it done now, comes out, great whip on the back end of that truck, keeps it down low, and he's trying to get that front wheel up in the air. He's got it locked in, and round goes Rockwell Red, 8.040. There is your new leader, Travis Mallory. Next up in the donut competition was Bernard Lyght, Megalodon. And Megalodon now spinning in that center lane in complete circle. Look at the dirt roosting off the track. You can see the surface below. Little break dance on the end. And now Megalodon, 8.801. Bernard Lyght going crazy. The fans going crazy. And Megalodon is your new leader. Out next, Brandon Vinson and Gravedigger, the current series points leader. And he's got those wheels continuing to move, didn't break at all, and Gravedigger now in the zone. Continues the donut, and 8.131 is the score for Brandon Vinson. Not quite enough to take the lead. Our final competitor here in donuts, Tristan England, an Earthshaker, fresh off his win of the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. Trying to take 2 competitions here in Denver, now spinning Earthshaker around like a top. Continuing the momentum, look at the steering wheel. His steering wheel, no hands on the wheel. 8.903 for Tristan England. There is your new leader, and there is your donut winner. Let's rejoin Lindsey Fulcher on the track.
Here he is, your winner of the donut competition. Look at this grin here. How are you feeling right now after that?
I don't have a lot of luck in donuts, you know, but we were spinning so fast. You guys had to have loved that. I was getting wild in there. I got so dizzy, I couldn't see straight. What'd you think of donuts, Denver?
Up next is one of your favorites, Tristan. It's one where you certainly shine. It's our freestyle competition. What's to expect?
Absolute controlled chaos. We are 8 athletes that are about to come in here and tear it up right here in the ball arena. But you guys got to get loud, Denver. Let me hear you for Earthshaker.
Get loud one more time for your donut winner and driver of Earthshaker, Tristan England.
After 3 competitions, let's check out our BKT overall point standings. 23 now for Tristan England, 21 for Brandon Vinson, 17 for Bernard Lyght, 15 for David Olford, 10 for Miranda Kozad, 9 for Travis Mallory, 8 for Darren Miguez, and 4 for Brad Allen. One more competition remains until we crown our overall event champion, and it is freestyle. The criteria is simple, 15 seconds needed to qualify for a score. Fans judging again want to see the drivers use all obstacles, get creative, throw in some wow moments, and let's find out how Brad Allen in Nitro Menace stands here in Denver. Former crew chief, I mentioned earlier, for Jim Kohler in Team Scream Racing, was able to drive Brutus on quite a few Stadium Championship Series, now working for Darren Miguez, driving Nitro Menace. Some big air here for Nitro Menace, gets a little popper on the backside jump. Control from Brad Allen to stay in the lane, to stay in that chalk lane. You don't want to go anywhere outside. That could be a wall hit, and that could be a point deduction. So Brad Allen showing his veteran skill of knowing where he's at on the track. Now coming off the logs, gets a nice popper and some good air. And that will do it for Nitro Menace. Let's take a look at the Super Glue. Glued to the action replay. Comes right off the tire stack, some nice air, gets the truck centered, and then would come off the log. There's that popper, the back two wheels popping off that log. And now Miranda Kozat and Scooby-Doo takes the track. Nice wheelie combo, got a slap wheelie on top of the pod, brings the 4 BKTs all the way back down to center of the truck, and then again just climbing over the pod, trying to hit everything she can. Little cross-threading action, doesn't hit the tire stack the way she probably would have wanted to, but gets some air nonetheless, and here comes a Miranda Kozat again. Single log, keeps the wheels rolling. Stoppy there, stoppy combo move on the backside of the pod. That's a technical move the fans want to see. Let's see how they judge it, but first we're going to take a look at the Super Glue Glue to the action replay. The score is in 5.010. Your new leader, Miranda Kozat and Scooby-Doo. Up next, David Olford in Jurassic Attack. Former crew chief for Brianna Mahan, now working for Team Throttle Monster, driving Jurassic Attack. Brings it over across the single log, takes a different lane, got some nice air on the backside. David Olford referred inside Monster Jam as too tall. One of the best crew chiefs in the business, now one of the fastest drivers in the business. He's won quite a few freestyles here. There's a stoppy for Jurassic Attack, and he gets the back two wheels up at a vertical base and a moonwalk combo. Now the slow roll, he is going to take it back up over the pod. Now tries for a reverse stoppy, and he nails it. Wheelie combo, so a quadruple combo move. For David Olford, let's take a look at the Super Glue Glue to the action replay. There is the stoppy, and there is the moonwalk as he keeps control, brings it right back. 7.997. Your new leader is Jurassic Attack. Next up, also representing Team Throttle Monster, Travis Mowry in Rockwell Red. Travis's father-in-law, Darren Miguez, is competing here in Jailbird, which is usually the truck that his daughter, Kaylin, drives, and Kaylin is the wife of Travis Mowry, so a family affair here in Denver in Monster Jam. Squares Rockwell Red up, gets across the pod, tries to keep the momentum going, doesn't have to brake too much, so a great angle on the turn. Now he does have to brake, and it seems like it's a different problem. The RII light goes off, and that is going to do it for Travis Mowry as we take a look at the Super Glue Glue to the action replay, 6.722. Up next, Brandon Vinson in Gravedigger. Going to try to run that ragged edge Gravedigger style. Brandon Vinson has won more freestyle competitions than anybody on this series. Got to watch the skill here of Brandon Vinson. He knows everything that is on this track. I know it's one center pod. There are 4 obstacles buried inside to that pod, but Brandon Vinson knows the dirt. He knows the layout, and he will keep that momentum going. Here he comes up over the single log, gets some nice air, almost clears it. Keeps the front right wheel rotating as he continues to guide. Now heading into the 8-pack. Brandon Vinson tries to land the backflip, and he does. That is the wow moment of the night so far, and he is going to continue to go here in freestyle. Now single log sky wheelie, end over end stoppy, crab walk stoppy, and he saves it. What a save of the night for Brandon Vinson. Unbelievable freestyle run. The fans are on their feet, and Brandon Vinson, the star of this series so far here in freestyle, 9.752. Your new leader is Gravedigger. Next up is Bernard Lyght in Megalodon. Going to be a tough act to follow Gravedigger. Bernard Lyght comes over the single log, gets some big air. Bernard Lyght formerly drove Alien Invasion in Monster Jam. He's a former stuntman, so one of the most athletic superstars in the sport. Now behind the wheel of Megalodon. Try to get a slap wheelie combo on there. Great angle for the truck, though. Now lining up, Megalodon comes back, crawling over the pod, gets over everything in front of him, and now lines it back up, sky wheelie, end over end, just short of the pod landing. It's the throttle now back in the center lane, comes up the ramp, comes right back down. A lot of room left here from Megalodon. Unfortunately, not a lot of time left, so we take a look at the Super Glue. Glued to the action replay. Big time jump for Bernard Lyght. 6.479 is the score. Your leader remains Gravedigger. Final competitor here tonight, Tristan England, Earthshaker, trying to hang on to the overall event lead. Out of Paris, Texas, two-time Triple Threat Series champion. Trying to earn a spot in World Finals, but he's got to go through Brandon Vinson in Gravedigger. Now single log goes sideways with some whip action. A lot of momentum here. Gets the clip of the back two tires, turns it into a stoppie. And now a nose wheelie, crab walking. You see the way the wheels are turned. Trying to get Earthshaker now lined up again. Comes up over the single log, sky wheelie. Gets a bounce on the back two BKT tires. Continues the momentum. And Earthshaker now coming back for more. Body parts flying everywhere. Here comes Tristan England again over the single log. Another whip and another stoppie for him as well. And it looks like something might be wrong with the truck, so that's going to do it for the run. Let's take a look at the Super Glue. Glued to the action replay. There is the catch of the back two tires. There is the popper, the stoppie, and the nose wheelie. 7.916, which means your freestyle winner is going to be Brandon Vinson in Gravedigger. As we take a look at the overall point standings, a tie at the top of the leaderboard, 29 points apiece for Vinson and England. Freestyle score is the tiebreaker. So with 8 points in freestyle, Brandon Vinson in Gravedigger will be the overall event champion here tonight at the Ball Arena in Denver, Colorado. Let's go down to the track once again for Lindsay Fulcher.
Here he is, your overall event champion, Brandon Vinson. Brandon, clearly a win after a win after a win. You are killing it in the overall event championships this weekend. You've so far swept the entire weekend. What does that feel like?
Man, we are on cloud nine, feeling good. Right here in the Mile High. Hey, Denver, you guys are awesome. The loudest arena we've been to this year. I love you guys. We love Colorado. We got some snowboarding in while we're here, and now we're monster jamming, running this Gravedigger truck in the ground for each and every one of you fans in the stands. I got to give it up to my crew. They've been working on this truck week in and week out, 80, 90 hours a week. So thank you guys, man. This win's for you.
And Brandon, like you said, this crowd is so electric. How do moments like this make you fall in love with this sport all over again?
This is my dream. This is a passion. I'm living my dream right here with you guys, man. Don't ever let anybody tell you can't do nothing. I've been the underdog all my life, came from nothing, never had nothing. I'm building my own legacy right here, man. I'm having fun. Monster Jam's on top of the world. Team Gravedigger's on top of the overall event championship tonight, right here in Colorado, man. We love you guys. Without this and without you, it would not be possible. I wouldn't be standing here right now. So Denver, Colorado, with that being said, can you dig it?
Everybody's digging Gravedigger tonight in Denver. What a night, what a weekend it has been. What a series so far. Make sure you follow us at Monster Jam all over social media to stay on top of all the action on the road to World Finals. For everybody at Feld Entertainment and Monster Jam, for my co-host Lindsay Fulcher, I'm Scott Jordan. Thanks for watching. It's been a great weekend, and we'll see you right here next time on Monster Jam. Good night.